Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Laurie. So yesterday I was playing in my Dylusions journal. I just Googled a random color generator to see what it would bring up, and it brought up this. This was my random color. My very first try, it gave me the greens that I love. And as I played, I did what I always do, and I create a drop paper. Except this isn't what I used on my book. What I used on my book, I used printer paper to make my little pieces by cleaning off my paintbrush, because that's just what I love to do. It's fun. So I want to do another page like that. I thought I would generate another color scheme and see what it came up with. I just typed color generator in my browser and it pulled up colorpalettegenerator.com. So that's where I'm at. And I just hit generate, and oh my, look at those colors. I don't want to do those colors. Maybe I do. Maybe I do. We'll stick with that. Okay, so I'm going to see if I can get as close to these colors as I can, and then we're going to create a page. Okay, here's what I found. And I didn't put a lot of effort into this. I just looked at my cart and picked up the closest I could find the fastest, because I don't want to spend a lot of time on this. It doesn't have to be exact. So for the yellow, I found a lemon yellow. And this one is a avocado olive green. The next one is a cranberry wine. These are old paints. I hope they work. This one is a heritage brick. And then this one is autumn red. So I have 6 squares on my page and only 5 paints, so we're going to mix a couple to make our 6th color. And we're just going to go in order of the colors listed on the phone. And I'm just going to start making my squares. I don't have a size that I follow. I just fill in a space and it all works out in the end. If you've seen me do this before, you know I'm not exact. I don't care if it's an exact square. And then I'm going to put my little swatch over here so that I know what I used. And I'll write down what that is in a minute. And then I'm just going to take a piece of paper, put this up here. I think I will move this to the side, because I kind of like that. You know, a lot of green there. And then I'm just going to clean off my brush on my paper now. Well, I totally messed up what I was going to do. I want to do it on this paper, so I have to do it again. I wanted to do it on this white paper. So we'll just do it again. Okay, then I would take my brush and I would clean it off on here. That's my plan, because I don't plan on using this paper in my journal today. Okay, let's move to the next color. That's still wet down there, but I don't care, because I'm going to be painting the cover of this anyway at some point. Okay, the green. Made my yellow square a little bit bigger than normal, but that's okay. These pages have a way of working out in the end. Because this last page I did, this one, I was not happy at first, but I really like that page now. I really like it a lot. And then I'm just going to start making my little shapes, cleaning off my brush. This should be interesting how it turns out. Since I'm not picking colors on my own, I'm just letting some generator pick them. I'm curious what it will all look like. I like this color though. It's a color I found on the very bottom tier of my cart. I never grab it because I grab stuff that's closest to me. usually leave a little more space between my colors, but I didn't on this one. I went too big on the first squares, so we'll just go with it. Last color is Autumn Red. I did not leave much space down here. Okay, we're gonna have to come up with a color for the last one. Blend two of those together. Colors do we want to mix? I think I want to mix the yellow and the green and get more of a yellow green and put it down here because we've got a lot of dark colors. I know you can't see the book all the way, so you can't see it at all, can you? And I forgot to do my swatches on the other side of those colors that we just used. I'll have to do that. All right, let's see what the mixture is. Bring the book back in. Okay, I've got all my swatching done over here, and I'm gonna move this out of the way. It's still got a little bit of drying to do. And we're gonna move on to this step, which is to cut out all the shapes we have here that we like or that we think we might could use. And this will be very interesting because so far, so far, I don't know. But that's what I thought about the last one, and I kept going, and I was glad I did because it totally turned out so cute. I really liked it. So I'm gonna cut around these shapes here. So that's our first shape cut out. I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of this and then I'll be back. Okay, I've got all my shapes cut out except for this little piece right here. I'm gonna reserve that to see if I wanna use any of it or how I wanna cut it out. And the other thing that I did on the previous page that I have not done on this page is I brought in a color, an accent color. This is the colors, but I added in the purple just for fun. On this one, I don't think I need to do that, at least at this point. And if I do, I'll do it later. This is where you just take your shapes and you start playing with placement and see what you can come up with that you like. And if you don't like it, you start all over again. I may not use all three of these. I don't know that I need three. We'll see. We'll see. I might cut the little white spot out of this flower, if you call it a flower, or I might color it in with another color. I don't know yet. I'm just going to play with this placement for a few minutes and see what I can come up with. These shapes here were not meant to be petals. They were just little clean offs like I did here that I cut out, and I thought, oh, they make cute petals, so I like that. I might cut something out of here for the center of this flower to make it bigger. So I'm gonna think on it for a second. I'm not quite through with this layout yet because these are not colors I would normally pick, so I keep having, I don't know, doubts about what I want to do. But I do know I like most of this. The one I'm questioning is this one here. Maybe it's the shape. I don't know. Let's try this one. And I could add this little piece of stem on to make it a longer stem. And I have this piece that was sitting here, I pulled over here. I think I need something here and here. And I was looking at this and I was thinking these little yellow circles would look good in here or here. And then this, it's too close to that. Let's just cut out these. We know we want to do that. All right, first let's make this easier on myself. I'm tired of moving this little stem around, so let's glue that together so that it stays with the flower. That will help. I did it to that one already and it helped tremendously. All right, well, I'm fiddling around with this and not happy, so that means it's not ready yet for me. I think I want to try cutting this flower down to a different size. So I'm going to turn the flower over. I think I'll make a different shape. Getting there. I've tweaked things a little bit. I took this piece that was a scallop and cut out the centers and put them up here, and I left the scallopy part, some of it, down here, put the yellow pieces back, and I like these two little flowers here. I like having the three in the middle. And this one that I was going to cut the centers out, I cut out one, but I didn't like it, so I cut it off. And I'm thinking of cutting out this part here, just getting rid of that. And if I want to add back any of it, I will add back a little bit of it, because I think I want that in here. And this looks kind of cute by itself, really. And that could make a different looking flower, like right here. And that would break up the yellow flowers a little bit. I think I might do that. Okay, I think we're gonna go with this. Sometimes you just have to decide and do, so we're gonna do. All right, I'm just gonna take a glue stick and I'm gonna start gluing down. I'm gonna start with the ones I'm real sure about. First, let's glue these little pieces of flower together. Start with these. I know I want those there for sure. So I'm just going to glue everything else down just the way you see it, I think. Pretty sure. Okay, I have all my pieces glued down. This is all that's left. There is one thing I did change. I said I wasn't going to, but I knew I would. I can't help myself. This I took apart and then glued back together so that it just has a different shape. It was attached further out and I just didn't like it, so I cut it off and then just glued it back on to the leaves. So that's where we are. I like to take my pencil and go around my squares just to accentuate them a little bit, and I forgot to do that. So I'm just going to kind of do that now. I've gone around everything with pencil just a little bit, just to give it some marks, just a little background interest, and just a little scribbling here and there, light scribbling. And I'm deciding whether or not I want to go around with Posca pen. I'm going to definitely do black and white, and then I might bring in some other colors after that. But for now, we're going to start with black and white. So the first one I'll do in black. Just do a little bit and then I'll finish off camera. And I do it in a sketchy kind of way, not a straight line drawing, because I don't want it to be that way. The white will fill in where I didn't get it covered with black. Okay, got my black on. Now I'm just going to do some white. Okay, I've got my white Posca pen done, and I've brought in some other colors. I have my ARTEZA gel pen out also, and so now I'm just going to do a little bit of doodling in here. And I'm letting the pen skip because I don't want full words. I think I'm done. I think that's all I want to do. Well, considering I don't usually work with these kinds of colors, I really like it. I love these pages where you just play with colors you're not used to and create something new with different colors. I really like it. Yeah, the more I look at it, the more I like it. All right, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you will try something new. Even if you don't love it, it's okay. It's okay not to love something. It's okay not to like it. You played and you explored and you learned something that day. You learned what you liked or didn't like, and maybe you used a product you don't normally use and tried something new. I used colors I would normally not go for, but I like it, and then I can refer back to this book on occasion. In fact, I'm thinking of taking a separate journal and doing this kind of thing in a separate journal, just this, so that I can refer to it as color palettes. So when I'm in the mood to do something different, I can look back and I can see what color combinations I really like together, because I've been keeping track of my color combinations on a lot of pages, but not on all of them. And so I think I want to do that in a separate journal. If you want to play along with me, get a journal that you like to do this with, and we're going to do some more of these. Probably quite a few of them, because I really enjoyed it, and I love it the more I look at it. All right, I got to sign it, and I'm going to call it a day, and I will see you in the next video. Hope you have a great whatever it is, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.